You know what's crazy? Most people struggling with low energy, stubborn belly fat, mood swings, poor sleep, don't have a willpower problem. They have a hormone problem. And you've probably heard this before, but the truth is your hormones are constantly being hijacked by everyday foods that the food industry has marked as healthy. So today I'm exposing 10 common foods that secretly are wrecking your hormones, and I'll show you exactly what to eat instead to fix your metabolism once and for all, balance your energy, and just feel human again. Number 1, vegetable oils. This is the worst thing you could be eating. Canola, soybean, sunflower, safflower, they're everywhere in salad dressings, protein bars, frozen foods, healthy granola. Every restaurant that you eat at uses these types of oils. These oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which are the number one trigger for chronic inflammation. That inflammation makes your body resistant to key hormones like insulin, leptin, and of course, thyroid hormone. So what should you eat instead? Number 1, avoid this. Use oils like olive, avocado oil, grass-fed butter, and my personal favorite, coconut oil. I was recommending coconut oil over 20 years ago before it was cool. And if you want extra points, toss in some omega-3 rich foods like salmon or sardines twice a week. Number 2, fake sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and sulfane potassium were designed to help people lose weight, but research has shown they actually increase cravings and confuse your body's insulin response. Your brain expects sugar, your pancreas releases insulin, and then no sugar arrives. Over time, this messes with your hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin. So what should you eat instead? Stick to raw honey, the occasional organic sugar. Stevia, monk fruit is really popular right now. Or better yet, just retrain your taste buds to crave less sweetness overall. Number 3, soy products. This would probably be number 2 on my list after vegetable oils. Soy milk, tofu, soy protein powder. This is found everywhere in a lot of processed foods. These are marketed as heart healthy, but they're actually loaded with what are called phytoestrogens. These compounds mimic estrogen in the body and can throw off your natural hormone balance, especially in women. And not to mention in men, it lowers your testosterone. Men may experience lower testosterone and fatigue, while women may notice a lot of bloating or irregular cycles. So what should you eat instead? Just avoid soy as much as possible. Go for grass-fed, animal-based proteins. Eggs, fermented soy is acceptable, like tempeh and miso soup in small amounts. These forms of soy are less disruptive to your hormones. Number 4, moving right along. I don't like to do these long, drawn-out videos. People never get to the point. Processed grains, white bread, cereals, pastas, mostly gluten-containing ones, but some of the gluten-free ones are bad for you too, especially if you're struggling with any insulin-resistant type things. All these quickly basically just turn into sugar in your bloodstream. It's no different than eating sugar. That constant spike and crash leads to insulin resistance or prediabetes, which is inflammatory in the body, lower testosterone in men, increased fat hormone, increased cortisol levels, which is a fat storing hormone in too high amounts. So what should you eat instead? Stick to the whole food carbs. Potatoes are okay, sweet potatoes, quinoa, fruits, berries ideally with lots of fiber, and seasonal fruit is always best. That one has a caveat. I mean, if you're struggling with any insulin resistance type things, if you need to lose more than 10 pounds, I would suggest trying metabolic carb cycling. So you're not eliminating carbs completely, but you are essentially retraining your glycogen and your ability to process carbs. Number 5, dairy from industrial farms. Conventional milk often comes from cows treated with growth hormone and antibiotics. These residues can interfere with your own estrogen and IGF-1 levels, making weight loss almost impossible. Skin issues, gut issues, leaky gut, all that type of stuff. So what should you eat instead? Avoid these conventional dairy products as much as possible. Try to choose organic, grass-fed, or raw dairy if you have that available. If you just want to try to go cold turkey, Almond milk, there are some thickeners in that, but they're, acceptable if you're trying to go dairy free. Coconut milk, that type of stuff. Oat milk, not ideal because you got the sugar. And if you're dealing with insulin resistance, just best to just avoid that altogether. So we're about halfway through. If you're starting to realize how many of these sneaky foods are considered healthy, don't worry. It's good that you're watching this video and realizing that you need to make a change. All of my programs focus first on hormones. I do sell some, but I have all the information can be found on my website. The link is in the description. Hit that thumbs up if you are learning something new. Let's keep going. Number 6, of course, sugar needs to be on the list. No surprise here. Sugar is one of the biggest hormonal vandals. It spikes insulin, raises your cortisol levels, and suppresses growth hormone, which is one of your most important fat-burning hormones in men and women. Growth hormone is what helps burn the fat and repair your metabolically active tissue. What should you eat instead? Focus on protein and fiber first. When you balance blood sugar, your cravings drop naturally. Number 7, alcohol. Sorry, you probably didn't want to hear this one. It may relax you temporarily, but it raises estrogen levels, lowers testosterone, and disrupts your sleep hormones like melatonin. And remember, sleep is when we repair. And repairing is really when you build that lean, metabolically active tissue that's burning fat throughout the day. One weekend binge can tank your testosterone and your growth hormone for over a week. So what do you drink instead? This one's obvious, lots of water, but for alcohol related, try red wines, clear spirits in moderation, and hydrate like crazy, and eat good saturated fat. It helps metabolize alcohol. Number 8, plastic packaged foods. This one's, of course, a sneaky one, and you're probably aware of this. BPA, phthalates from plastic containers. These chemicals leach into food and act as xenoestrogens, similar to phytoestrogens, which are essentially fake hormones that your body absorbs. So what should you eat instead? Store, of course, in glass containers, stainless steel, paper, and try to never microwave plastic. To 2 more, and hopefully you made it this far. I'm sure somebody at some point will make a list of these foods and put them in the first comment, but appreciate you watching. Number 9, farmed fish. Farmed salmon sounds great in theory until you realize it's fed soy pellets and dyes to make it look more pink. That means inflammatory fats and contaminants that can suppress thyroid and sex hormones. So what should you eat instead? Choose wild-caught salmon, wild-caught fish, sardines, mackerel. These are higher in omega-3s and lower in toxins overall. And finally, number 10, fast food. I mean, you've been told this till nutritionists and dietitians are blue in the face. Most fast food contains everything on this list: seed oils, processed grains, refined sugar, and even plastics. Over time, it creates leptin resistance. So now you have insulin and leptin resistance. You're literally finding it possible to lose weight, which is why people feel hungry even after eating 1,000 calories of fast food. What you eat instead? Another obvious one: batch cook hormone-friendly meals, eggs, avocado for breakfast, grass-fed beef with veggies for lunch, and salmon with vegetables cooked in olive oil for dinner. Easy peasy, right? Balancing your hormones isn't about perfection. It's about being aware of what is affecting them. So once you know which foods are sabotaging you, it becomes easier to make smarter swaps and restore your energy, clear your skin, and boost fat loss naturally. I'm all about losing fat versus trying to lose weight. If you want a full breakdown of these foods, supplements, recipes I recommend for hormonal balance, check out the free guide in the description. Totally free, 100%. Don't forget, your metabolism isn't necessarily broken. It's just waiting for you to feed it in a way that nature intended.